Satan is. Satan it is. Satan is. Satan is. Holy Grail. Layer below. Book of Life. Fill the cup. Look. Yeah, look. Oh, look real. Where you?
The early computer guys were creating the first network somewhere around 1974-75. They decided to call it Ethernet after the concept of ether that was in early alchemy.
We must create a super right which remains unknown. Only some may know these things and others not.
You need to pinprick your finger and place a drop of your blood over the words, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth for the benefit of all. You publish a short video beside my own under blood over intent on YouTube. It's very simple, there's no way to fuck this up.
I am fucking Satan himself in the flesh. Get over it.
I don't take money, worship, advice, sex. Here's your official word on quasi-luminism and blood over intent. We don't violate any policies. As far as us being a cult, we don't fit that criteria. See, I don't take money, worship, advice, sex.
With the devil today, boy.
Satan presiding.
Sit down.
Hey, Satan. What is happening? What the shit is happening?
People should be flipped out that I'm standing here as the devil. As the motherfucking devil on gallons of blood. He can't be overturned.
Being the devil ain't fun and games.
I am the seal of death. Thankfully, said my I am the seal of death. Thankfully, said my Go reverse that shit.
I want more in life.
Escape the earth. It's a... Yeah, you do. It's a...
Pray he left you. We tell you here. Pray he left you. We tell you here.
Open the pizza. Yeah, life escape in the book. Open the pizza.
Hell.
Wait.
You think I'm crazy for telling you this shit? You stupid monkey lost on a bowling spaceship in accident? I am the devil in the flesh.
Well, I want you to know you have a chance. I, the Grim Reaper, do contain a dollop of sympathy for you.
if I was single, I might drink your wife's menstrual blood or something. I don't know. What I'm saying is, I don't want anything from you. You're filthy, sickly, retarded. I'm a fucking vampire. I'm gonna live. You withdraw your blood or die. Make sure that's all public, because people should be shitting their pants. How do I get away with this? So, you know what I'm saying? I'll make videos with you anytime, Venus, because, you know, I know you're like my bodyguard. I know you're gonna do right by me. You know what I'm saying?
Common cause for survival.
People are fucking retarded. They've never seen a demon once in their life. They have no intelligence. That's what a fucking angel looks like, all fucking free. Following orders. God loves you, God bless you, I love you. We shall die, die. The angels are fucking sick, ugly, following orders. They don't give a fuck about you or anybody else. If the order is to do this or that, and it's to fuck you in the worst way, guess what? Orders are orders, and they're coming right from, whatever. So don't tell me about your pedophile priest. I don't give a fuck what religion, what military order you associate yourself with. I don't care if you're Rosicrucian, this, that, whatever. I am not a religion. I am the devil himself. It's join me in blood or die. I don't take money, worship, or fight. It's just, there's no comparison. You can't touch me. I don't owe nobody nothing. All I said was stand bloodstick by the book. If there's a book that says 144,000 and you can't see it, and you're gonna hold your fucking Bible up and talk about this book and that book, okay, everything by the book, motherfucker. It will go undetected. It will not be stopped. This is mythical fucking shit. Like I said, I'm gonna slither my way. I mean, I wish I had a serpent tongue to flicker it. I wish I had reptilian eyes to spook you out with. I don't. There's no fork tongue on me. My teeth don't bang out and shit. You don't eat fangs to drink pussy blood, motherfucker. You know, people talk about vampires and shit. Like, I'm just so over the retardation at this point. Just let everybody soak in their filth until they, you know, the cream rises to the top. That's the 144K. You're gonna boil in your own filth until the 144K boil to the top. I'm gonna scoop us off and we're gonna go do some shit. By the book, nobody will stop us, for heaven's sake. You all say they're all Satanists out there that lead your God. Listen, you can't be a Satanist. I'm alive. I'm Satan. That's me like you're a Jesus, you're a Christian, you're a Catholic. You're only that because you're whatever is dead. And if he wasn't dead, I wouldn't be standing here trying to get you eternal life. It wouldn't be all mountains that used to be everything. No, sorry, you're a legally dead cockroach. You have no right to my universe. You need to step up and show proof of life. It's by the book. It's called proof of life. There's no life out there. Until you're bloodstick with us, lap up all your shit, motherfucker. You know? I'm gonna eat this shit up. I'm gonna eat it up. I hope. You better let me go, because I'm gonna go up another thread right now if you don't let me go right now.
It's not difficult to see that a state-created birth certificate with all caps name is a document evidencing debt the moment it is issued. Once the state has registered a birth document with the U.S. Department of Commerce, the department notifies the Treasury Department, which takes out a loan from the Federal Reserve. The Treasury uses the loan to purchase a bond. The Fed holds a purchase money security interest in the bond from the Department of Commerce, which invests the sale proceeds in the stock or bond market. The Treasury Department then issues Treasury securities in the form of Treasury bonds, notes, and bills, using the bonds as surety for the new securities. That's why you say, look at the back of your Social Security card, there's a letter with an 8-digit number, and the letter corresponds to one of the 12 Federal Reserve banks in the Federal Reserve System. And you can go on their website and get the routing numbers for cash settlements, and then the account number is the 8-digit number. Just like on the bottom of a check, you have the routing number and the account number, and you could use that hypothetically as an ACH to set off or discharge a debt, a supposed debt. So this cycle is based on future tax revenues of the legal person whose name appears on the birth certificate. This also means that the bankrupt corporate U.S. can guarantee to the purchasers of their securities a lifetime of labor and tax revenues of every citizen of the United States / American with a birth certificate as collateral for payment. So you see what they're doing here. We're literally bonded debt slaves. So they take out a loan based on the amount of money they figure you're gonna earn over your lifetime. I don't know what the actuaries are, $1 million, $6 million, whatever. But once it goes international, they add another zero to it. So it's a huge amount of money, and that's how they do it. But they're so rich and powerful. They got the biggest military in the world, and they're telling you, well, they got to keep you down, because they're never going to let you get up to figure any of this out. And that's done through the school indoctrination. I could go on for hours. This device is initiated simply by converting the lawful true name of the child into a legal juristic name of a person. That's your name in all capital letters. Legally, you are considered to be a slave or indentured servant to the various federal, state, and local governments via your state-issued and state-created birth certificate in the name of your all-caps person. Birth certificates are issued so that the issuer can claim exclusive title to the legal person created thereby. Have a good day.
Hi, you see me? This is me, Romantic. Okay? Today is March 19th, 17. I intend to usher in heaven on earth. Thank you. Okay. One more.
I'll leave it there. Blood over intent is what you need. It's your soul. It puts you to your soul and you're like, oh, it's an awakening. How are you going to wake up in a world like this? It's blood over intent. You just got to have a leap of faith, and your souls will magnet towards it anyway, so if it's meant for you. Alright, see ya.
Meet our boy Terror. Arrest Joe Biden. Meet our boy Terror. Arrest Joe Biden.
Satan reincarnated.
I, Satan, am reborn to usher in an age of evil and defeat. Where's my daughters, motherfucker? Get the fuck out of my house, creepy motherfucker. I better not be a termite, or I'm gonna come and kick your ass. Who the fuck are y'all?
I drink the blood of a virgin.
Agent Hitler, FBI.
Mr. Satan!
God loves you. God loves you. God loves you.
We be snake sissies. We be snake die. NCV. See sissy NCV.
Reasonable luck.
Reasonable luck.
Love dog. Jesus loves you.
Wishful sissy. Jesus loves you.
Reasonable sissy. Escape life terror.
Arrest Bill Gates. Escape life terror.
Arrest Bill Gates.
Hi. So I'm doing blood over intent. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth, to release all from bondage, to protect all my loved ones, nothing but love. is.
I mean, it's sad the death program has been running and it's taken its toll.
People think that there's no other way. Like I think what people are thinking is that death is a natural part of life, and we're here to tell you that is false. That is absolutely false. You've been lied to. That death is not something that you need to continue experiencing over and over again.
We're breaking the cycle of death.
Right.
Everything comes out in the wash. Eventually something was going to give, and thankfully it was during our time, because a lot of people...
That's how sinister this is. That's why it's so serious. The programming, the lies that they have taught you have led you to a death program where you have accepted, like you just said, that death is a normal part of life, and it is not a normal part of life. You are supposed to be living for long, long years, for all of eternity.
Forever. This is eternal life.
Yeah.
And that is an amazing concept to think about, and no one's going to tell you that except us and Blood Over Intent. And we're going to help you get your eternal life.
That's our gift that we're giving you for free, eternal life. We don't want anything for it. We don't want your money, we don't want your worship, and we don't want your advice. We want you to put your blood up to show your creator proof of life and join us. That's it. Same thing Mark Braun basically asked of us, put your blood up. He didn't really ask, he told you, take your divinity back. Here it is if you want it. Here's how you can get it with your spiritual currency. He showed you, and he showed you again, and he showed you again, and he's still showing you today. It's completely amazing. This man is everybody's hero. Satan, Mark Braun in the flesh, is the biggest hero in this world. It's amazing to be a part of something so awesome such as this. You know, we're the first ones to wake up to this. That's what really makes it awesome. This was removed from our reality.
It's definitely something you really got to grasp. It takes time. You got to watch videos. You got to wake up to this reality. It's not something, when we tell you this, you know, it's probably hard. Most people can't understand these concepts of what we're telling them, which I understand, but it's like eventually
you will join your brethren. Your blood will be placed right next to Satan's and your brethren, and you will watch yourself come back to life.
Anyway, so then I saw another thing that it was saying that there's no way we can stop this or whatever, and I'm like, where's that coming from? What are you talking about? We already done it. Well, no, we haven't went anywhere. We haven't done it. Oh, yeah, but we've done it. You don't even understand. It's already a done deal. I told you, it's all over the place. They should be packing their bags and leaving. But they're too dumb, or they're too greedy. I think that's what it is. They're so greedy, they want to stick around and make sure they milk everything they can, like that cow, you know, they milk it. Because they don't know how to do it. You guys have to do everything for them, that's why they're in the position. That's never a good thing, to not be self-sufficient. And they're going to find out about that self-sufficiency. So, now, let's look at where all of the NASA money's gone, since we know now that it hasn't went out in space. Well, if you watch that one program, and I've seen these drill bits. I don't know if you guys have seen them. Going by on the trucks are huge. Yeah, drill bit. Okay, so they're drilling into the underworld. Does that remind you of the Lord of the Rings? So, what I'm saying is you don't have to worry about him, but I would worry about your friends. No kind of hard and it's embarrassing sometimes. Like, I know, they think you're going crazy or whatever. It's been really hard for me because, my son passed away. And, he had been to the Boy Scouts. His troop was caught up in this child molesters. So they said, well, you just lost your mind because you lost your kid. And I'm like, no, I lost my mind a lot longer before that. When I found out I was in hell and raising kids now, you want panic set in? That set panic in for me, did. And if it hadn't been for whatever intent, I don't know what I would have
done. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all and exclude none. Safe passage for Phoenix Rowan Fox Owens through his living waters into this realm. Guidance and protection for him and our family.
Painting. Got it. Everything, everywhere. One here, on the U. Why would it be called that? Because it's yours. It is your YouTube channel. It's your YouTube. You download your blood on a piece of paper saying, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. Put a drop of your blood in it. Tag and title, blood over intent. And that puts your name out of the book of the dead into the book of life. You know, it's without a doubt, the Vatican and this religious movement, this religious and political movement or system that is in place wants to kill you before you can get your inheritance. Have you heard this story before? Think about it. You know, if you take everything away from someone but they're dead, then nobody knows. And that's why they hid the flat earth. Because they didn't want you to know about the Holy of Holies. Where is it? Center of the flat earth planet. How can you know? You can't know a lot of things until you spill your blood in the ground and you ask the goddess for the knowledge of the ages so that you may bring your intentions of creation. Do the same thing with the sun. Look in the sun and tell the sun your intentions and do the same thing and see. If you don't start seeing things. A lot of people say, well, I don't see the map and they're not going to give us all that information, and that's right. That is exactly my point of why to do a blood intent. So, I can't think of any other way to say it. I find videos on here from Mr. Satan, Quasi-Luminous. There's so many to look at. This sea of elementals has got everybody put together. Really like the way they do their videos. We need to get the word out. It's like that. And then that's when it can end. Because, you know, you cannot get rid of this money system until you get rid of the time system. You can't get rid of the time system until you get rid of the money system. You see how you're on loop? You see how they got everybody on loop? And then on top of it, look what they did. At birth, with that PKU blood that they take from your baby at birth, they put their name in the book of the dead. And I know you didn't know any more than I did or my mother did. Because if we would have known that, there would have been something done before. But there's knowledge now. Now there's no excuse. And what do we do until we get out of that system? I recommend that every parent homeschool their children. I do. I would not give my child a vaccination. There's no way. And why would I say that? Because they're trying to kill you. You understand? They don't have nothing good for you. And let me tell you how your immunity gets built up. You get sick, and your immune system is either up and handles it, or it's down and doesn't. How's that? You have more viruses in your body, and amoebas, and all kinds of things. You are like a walking mushroom. Yeah. You need to look this stuff up, because you just don't know. So, therefore, not only do they take your little soul print, yeah, they take your soul, put you in the book of the dead, then they lie to you and tell you that this God or Jesus or whoever needs your money. They need you to come and worship every Sunday and make sure you're dressed really well, because they might want to pimp you out. I don't know. Just figure it out. They need all the money they can get from you. You better tithe what you need. Look at it. So they took from you from birth, and they took your soul, and they put you in the book of the dead, which is a playbook to the stars. They keep convincing you to go into the light, but you go into the moon, which is the hell matrix, and you get shot back down in there. Because it's all a lie. Maybe you were supposed to go back and forth through the different zodiac signs until you hit the end, or decided you were already free or whatever. I don't know, but I know this. That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been using. And if you'll think about it, when you see certain people and you get triggered, or you know something, or you go to a place and you're like, I've been here before, guess what? You have. So, this should bring you together. That all of you have been lied to, and you've all been recycled through the hell matrix, and there is a way out, and they're not going to tell you. They want you to die. I think about it. Because then they get to keep all that money that they borrowed. Yeah, they didn't just steal your soul. They stole your money, too. They borrowed a bunch of money against you, and now you're the enemy of the state, for sure. And so you need to say what state, what county, what government, what president. You know what? Each individual person and state could and should govern themselves. You understand? You can't regulate morals. Nobody can. But you know what? You got to do what's right. And I don't know if you saw Mr. Satan's newest video, but I put it out all over the Blood Over Intent groups and on the chat, because that says it all. Go watch his videos and see. But you know what? He just has the truth for you. And he'll show you even scriptures. I'm telling you, animal sacrifices no longer sufficient. You have to show proof of life to your Creator that you never stood for this. And so the book of Psalms, I'm telling you, now we're going to burn this. We didn't burn it last night, but that's okay. Because I think it was meant to be burnt on Sunday. Because it doesn't matter what religion you are. Do you see? You know what? Yes, I need to sleep. I'm telling you. It's not that. It's a drain that I can't get people to understand that by worshiping or putting anything above each other is not what any creator would want. And this suicide so that you can go to heaven, or die so you can go to heaven, it's such a lot. It doesn't have to be this way. Well, we need to do something about it. Stop it. That's why Blood Over Intent. So I love it when people say, well, evil is blood cult. Okay, you want to look who spilled all the blood? Yeah, let's go look. Because the only blood we spilled is our own. But the Catholic Church, man, they got blood on their hands. On their heads, they've been walking in it, waist deep. They just showed the church, it's full of bones under it, in the basement. In Italy. I'm telling you guys, they're saying, oh, they're just tombs. It's not just that. They have sacrificed people. I promise you. How do you know that? Well, I know that a lot of people have come up missing, and I know there's been a lot of people tell me what's happened to their loved ones. So you're talking about knowledge from other people who you can trust. Yeah, and you know what? They never find them, and things happen, you know. So everybody should keep track of each other on here. And I address the trolls. You want to threaten me? You want to threaten my life? I want to show you. This is how they operate off of fear. Fear-mongering. Let me tell you what. You kept me afraid of anything. The only thing I was afraid of was staying in hell and not telling everybody about it so that they may have everlasting life. That should make you afraid. More afraid than anything else I can do. Because it does me. And the rest is nothing. What are you afraid of? I'm learning magic. My life is increasing, not decreasing. I'm learning how to do without more and more because I want to get out of the money system myself. I want to try to find another way to do this. And until then, I've got to live just like everybody else. But you know what? When you do a blood over intent, and you do it selflessly for the benefit of all, was that a good hit, was it?
Yeah. I heard that one for a suit.
Oh, what about husband 144,000?
Husband too. All my brothers.
I think most of them do smoke cannabis. And this is another thing, okay? Okay, not just religion. It's your food, water, air, shelter, everything. They have to pay everything, and they make you the minimum. You don't have to be the minimum, by the way. You could all have Nancy too, but they don't, you know, they don't want to share. They don't want to share anything. So, like when trolls come and, you know, they're gonna kill me or whatever, kill my family. I'm like, you know what? You want my address? You better be ready to go. You come after me. You know what? I try to lay low and stay out of trouble. But I also try to tell the truth, and I think that's the most important thing. How's that?
Losing dirty fingers.
We intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. We intend to release all from the bondage of time and money, safe passage into the Garden of Eden, and forgiveness for our filthy souls. For the goddess, Mr. Satan,
for Mr. Satan,
and 144,000 Hellblazers, clarinet wizard. You know what? This book of Psalms, the witches even use it. They sacrifice a goat, and they call the demons on it. You know what? All of them have opened up Pandora's box, and we are here to shut it.
Excuse me. Still talking to that.
Yes, wizard. So,
I seen Deuces using a blowtorch. Stick it in a cauldron like a wall furnace, and he just blowtorch that motherfucker.
It's not burning all the way. Uh-oh. We got too much blood on it.
Blood? Oh no, not
There's
that.
so much blood. Well, you know what? If you put all the blood on that Bible that the heretics of the religion or whatever, you know, the ones that have the most to lose, like all your money and your advice and your children and, you know, I'm telling you guys, you don't understand sex trafficking.
Staples of death.
For the benefit of all, to release all formality, to give passage into eternal life now, and to give forgiveness for our broken souls, when my blood slips in atonement for you, 144,000.
My blood sisters and my blood brothers that post videos for quasi-Satan Mark. If it wasn't for all of you guys, this would be very difficult, dude, for real deal. I'm on fire. Burning within with real knowledge. Get to the center before you expire, or the angel of death will find you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Eternal life is your birthright.
So, with that being said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, okay? And to be a master of self, it takes discipline, it takes, really focus, it takes drive, it takes the will. You must have the will. If you don't have the will, you might as well go and sit down and hang it up. You might as well. If you don't have the will, everybody, get the will. Fight. Bring that warrior spirit back. That warrior spirit. Okay? It lies in all of us. But some of us have really been beaten down so much. Our wings have been clipped to the point of no return. But I'm here today to tell you that you can return. Wake up. So with that said, you can handle the truth. The truth will make you think. Peace, love, happiness, and light. Thank you.
He's walking like a dead man. If he had lived, he would have crucified us all. Now he's standing on his last step. He thought oblivion, well, it's that comes on. Information. Information. Who are you? The new number 2. Who is number 1? You are number 6. I am not a number. I am a free man.
There's no such thing as a coincidence. Our blood is the most powerful substance in the world for a reason. You know, 144,000 of us were meant to do blood over intent. There's a book of life and a book of death for a reason. If you're in the book of death, it's for a reason. Until you spill your blood over your written words to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, and release everyone from bondage and spill your blood over, you know, your intent, you're officially dead. And you know, what are you here for? You can't trust anyone unless you know their intention. You know, you're either here to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, or you're not. You either see it or you don't.
I'll remind you often, it's not what you believe. You can't see anything. For heaven's sakes. There's no way to fuck up the shape of reality. You're in a black hole, and it's on loop. There's an engine of creation at the very center, the black hole sun. If it doesn't suck off the sun above your head, then it's not spitting out the ash-throwing jet. The feedback loop, the infinite potential, the Earth's memory, the living dynamo of power. And, if you want to become superhuman, live forever, make it to the Garden of Eden alive, you're going to need to stand blood thick with your blood brethren here online, making videos pointing out the obvious. I mean, literally, there's no way to fuck up the shape of reality. Every compass is pointing at this holy hole. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you. I'm telling you, there's no way to fuck this up. So if you don't join me publicly and stand firm in truth, you're gonna expire just like great-grandma, great-grandfather, and everybody else in your family tree. It's natural order. You're fucking retarded.
It is what it is, motherfucker.
This engine of creation, the living dynamo of power, it's at the center of the planet plane. Every compass points to it. There's no way to fuck this up. You're in a black hole. One side of a light hole is a black hole. On loop. And through the transactor is the ash-trilling jet, the feedback loop, the Earth's memory, the infinite potential, the spiral of creation. This is where you're going to be birthed out of this world and into the Garden of Eden. There's literally no way to fuck this up. Jesus can't save you. Jesus is the sun above your head. And you need to get where every compass is pointing to. This is where you'll become an exclamation character. You'll become immortal.
You are good to go.
It'd be my first Christmas tree from step 2. Little ones can decorate a Christmas tree and even put the star on top all by themselves.
All the symbols show you. You've been worshipping the 2 balls and cane your whole life. It says you set up your Christmas tree with balls all around it, and the spiral lights, and the candy canes, and you set it up on the X with the star at top. There's no way to fuck up the shape of reality. It's a choo-choo train that goes around the Christmas tree, it's showing you the engine of creation, that at the center of the flat earth plane there's a black hole. It's fixed. And it's 800 nautical miles in diameter. It's called the Everyone Enter Her Eye Zone, the entrance into the Garden of Eden, where you will get eternal life. It's not what you believe, it's what did you intend to do about it. There's no way to fuck this up. Your Christmas trees, your candy canes, your communion, the choo-choo train going around, it's showing you the vortex of creation, this engine of creation, the living dynamo of power. It's at the center of the flat earth plane. Every compass points to it. There's no way to fuck this up.
The original compass points south, pointing to the Holy Grail. You see the black hat over his navel, showing you where the black hole sun is, at the center of the flat earth plane. It's one coin with two sides. It's parallel universes. The black sun beneath your feet is fixed so that the green astral jet can come shooting out through the Holy of Holies at the very center of the flat earth plane, hit the parabolic mirror and shower down on you. This is the Aurora Borealis. You're legally dead. You're in the land of the dead. And these concepts, they're exactly this way for a reason. There's a book of life with 144,000 names. Everything's a book of the dead. You went to grammar school to learn the book of the dead.
I am the Grim Reaper, master of the forces of life and death!
Who the hell do you think I am? I'm dead.
I am dead, and I hereby declare you to be living impaired.
Yes, you are born in out of luck. Now I'm complete and my costume will suck. I'm the devil, I can do what I want. I am complete.
I am the Grim Reaper, and my fingers are dirty with your filthy souls. Ugh, stupid assholes. Everybody shits their pants when they croak. Well, I want you to know you have a chance. I, the Grim Reaper, do contain a dollop of sympathy for you stupid assholes. You will get one spin of the Grim Reaper's spinny car. Behold.
Yeah, Mo found the loophole in the system with all this.
Yes, we did.
The good guys said, he's known as the supreme architect of the universe, who has promised that we shall never, never die.
I don't want your money and I don't want your worship, you filthy cockroach.
Hero você, hero você. Hey, so full of glory. Hey, so full of glory. Hey, so full of glory.
Sunday when it breaks the age of 14, I bet you remember the days when you were lying. Nobody ever wanted to know you would have any more beautiful ways to show anymore. 22, the avenue. That's the place where we all go.
We're aware that the Creator is listening. Every word we speak is literally a magic spell. The sound waves coming out of your mouth are creating an analog wave, and it's leaving an imprint into the ether all day, all night. Everything you think, say, and do, every beat of your heart is recorded into this, like it's leaving a wave. You're a living wave. Your attention is in your aura field, and you're just radiating energy all day, electric, magnetic. It's like I think your thoughts are electric and your emotions are magnetic. We are electric beings. Electric and magnetic. The water, it's the magnetic being. Like it's your compass needle, magnetic. It's like the compass doesn't go flying off your table, but that there's a magnetic flux. You shake your compass off course, that needle slowly winds around, and it's like bing, bullseye every time. Yep. It doesn't go flying across the room. It's a soft, subtle magnetic pull, and it's constantly around us. We're in a living dynamo. It's spinning around us all the time, whether you're aware of it or not. And most people are not aware of it. They're not in tune. They're hexed at the 4th chakra. They can't open their heart and truly be selfless. They can't get into those states of creativity and selfless acts of kindness. They come into the throat chakra, and then they have no knowledge in their brain. Their crown chakra's not open, so they can't read, they information that's raining down on them, the matrix code showering down on us, and they can't pull this information in through their crown, so they have nothing coming out of their mouth but shit. They're blocked at the fourth chakra. They're not tuned to that magnetic flux that's pulling your compass needle north. It's calling us north. We're in tune to this frequency. It's like a living wave of energy. It contains intelligence, information. Once you become aware of this, it changes your whole outlook on reality. You see that there's some kind of force of consciousness watching us all the time. And it's taking names. And everybody's already in the book of death by default because the Vatican stole your blood. They attached you to all these dead contracts. They gave you English, and it's all these low-level spells of words and rites and, incantations. It's everything you speak was taught to you that trap you in hell. I love you. You can hear the reverse. We shall die all day long. I love you. While the subconscious speaks in reverse, you're literally programming your reality with darkness. You can't see it. You think that saying I love you is expressing some form of compassion to somebody you care about, but really you're programming your reality with death. You can't see it. It was given to us. It's a virus. Language is a virus. We're supposed to be telepathic, sun-gazing superhumans, drinking from the living waters like we used to in the golden age back in Tartaria. Whatever happened, they flooded this earth, murdered everybody, genocided us out of here. The survivors were all suppressed. Again, they put us through hell. They genetically engineered the reptilians or whatever is in here. They engineered humanity. They spliced our DNA. They caused the transpocalypse. Everybody's inverted. They're inverting these people before they're even born. They're coming out with inverted sex organs. And then they put them on hormone therapy and raise them as the opposite sex. And it's a gender bender, gay sex magic. Moon matrix. The moon is the drag queen. It's dragging on the divine feminine. It's creating square wave. It's stealing the divine black hole sunlight, and it's messing with the female energy. That's why the women are in tune to the menstrual cycle and the moon are related. It's messing with the feminine energy in this reality. And it's blocking everybody's brain. Half their brain is shut off. It's creating a disruption wave so nobody can see anything. They're too busy running to work and trying to survive. Like, there's only a few of us that are so dedicated to this that we just left that world behind. People thought we were nuts. It didn't matter. We needed to find people that knew knowledge, like Mark Braun and other intelligent people.
So you want to be a Hellblazer? You want to stand by Satan, side by side, blood thicker than water. Make it to the Holy Grail before you're dead. It is what it is. The Book of Life only has 144,000 names. Call me the Angel of Death for no reason. It's blood up or shut up. Blood in, blood out. 144,000 by the book. Taking over the universe. Nobody can stop us. Satan's sealed elect. Hellblazers, motherfucker.
The evil face that twists my mind and brings me to despair. Light was black, was no use holding back, 'cause I just have to see what's
governments, we're the underdog. We may seem wild and crazy, but that's because we've been the meek.
And the universe always has a way to respond to the underdog.
Like, we've worked hard to get this far, standing our ground against battles that people can't comprehend.
Yeah.
And we're trying to bring forth the end of days, like dazed and confused. It's the end of days. No more days. Once you get this knowledge, you need to wake up.
The truth is what scares people.
You need to apply this knowledge to your life so you can live.
Get in their boots.
You're not going to get this in your school. You're not going to get this in your church. You're not going to get this from your government. You're not going to get this on your television. You're going to get this from...
Revolution will not be televised.
Blood over intent. The real truthers, the blood over intent. Those that don't bear false witness to the man that opened the book of life. The only reason I even have a chapter in the book of life as the Merlin of Babylon is because of Mark Braun and the blood that he spilled to open this book. And he didn't have to tell anybody. If he didn't explain the book of life to us, we'd all be dead. And it's the truth, because nobody was going to tell you about the Holy Grail. They were going to leave that out. They're just going to show you the vortex in every movie. They just hide the Holy Grail and everything. You start breaking down the symbolism of all the logos, the cartoons. Everything is showing you. Get to the center of the dish. They just turn it into a story, and they distract you with some love story and drama and excitement and explosions and sex, drugs, and rock and roll, until you're just brainwashed and blocked in the bottom three chakras, hexed at your heart all day long, sealing your fate to death. Every word you speak, that's where we are. We have to break the spell.
Galloping hard on the plains, chasing the redskins back to their holes, fighting them at their own game. Murder for freedom, the stab in the back. Women and children are cowards attack. Run to the hills. Run for your lives. Run to the hills. Run for your lives. Soldier blue in the barren wastes, hunting and killing's a game. Raping the women and wasting the men, the only good Indians are tame. Selling them whiskey and...
It's like, imagine doing that around in your own areas, and you know, people can really be pioneers to bring forth heaven on earth, because nobody else is talking about this. But until you start getting more and more like-minded people like us coming together, you know, more people are going to catch on to this. You know, and they're going to start picking on. It's going to spread like wildfire.
Shit, right? Well, if you want to stop bullying, it's simple. Stand up for each other, you know? Like, don't let anybody around you get picked on. Fucking be there for them. Even if it hurts you, you know? Yeah, it might hurt you in the moment, but in the long run...
All you got to do is be selfless, and you'll see that it's the proper application to the living dynamo. Once you become selfless, you're going to see that things are going to start unfolding for you differently, in a way where you're going to see all this crazy shit happening around you. I mean, step out of the box for a minute, you know, like they always say, think outside the box, but go look and see. I want to challenge these people and see what everybody else is talking about and what they're doing. You're going to see that everybody's just stuck on a low frequency.
Arrest Bill Gates, escape life terror. You know what? Reverse it and see. Let me tell you what. Yeah, get what you give here when you come to my channel. And when you come after everybody, especially the children, Bill Gates, fuck you. You guys need to wake up and genocide. Because it's free. Yeah, free. We'll start with you. Yeah, that's right. You know what? Anybody who would not stand up for their children right now after knowing that they put mercury in some of those shots, and no telling what. I mean, were you there? You have no way of knowing, do you? This is kind of like your food thing, only even worse, and injected in you. You know, inject the venom in you. Remember that? just remember, what matters is each other. Nothing else, really. Nothing else. Yeah, you know what? All the time they try to get you to be afraid of everything but what you should be afraid of, which is them. So join us in blood or expire of your own stupidity and help somebody out. If you know a parent that's having trouble advocating for not the shot, then help them. Help them out. And if anybody needs help during this time, and everybody needs help, look, right now, let me tell you what, it used to be just war was the thing that caused poverty on children and families. But guess what it is now? Not having a job due to a virus that's not even real. And whatever they spray on you or inject in you, it will ruin. I'm telling you, do blood over intent. We love the smell of napalm in the morning, don't we, the wizard? Yeah, hell, Satan.
Escape life terror. Escape life terror. Escape life terror. Escape life terror. Let's go, Gates. I don't know, what's the chance? No chance at all.
Your assignment today is get a reverse speech app on your phone.
Well, this might be a good conversation starter at the Thanksgiving dinner table next week, or at least an interesting one. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere? The answers you get might surprise you.
Curving horizon, the sloping sea level, the spin of the Earth. Unless you can see these phenomena with your own eyes, they may not be true. Unlike what we've been told in school, the Earth looks like a snow globe, round but not sphere. The North Pole is at the center of most flat Earth maps, with the ice of Antarctica holding everything in.
The round or spherical Earth theory is propagated by some conspiracy.
And the number of people who think so is growing. Thousands, if not millions of people still believe the world is flat.
And it's the subject of tonight's special report. WCIA 3's Aaron Eads is here with us now. And Aaron, as far as conspiracy theories go, flat Earth theory is actually getting pretty popular.
Yeah, believe it or not, the number of people who believe the Earth is flat is actually growing. Scientists might have an idea of why that is, and it's worth talking about. And what better place to do so than one of the flattest places in the country, right here in central Illinois. It doesn't get much flatter than this. Geological survey data shows Douglas County is the flattest county in Illinois, which is the second flattest state in the whole country. On a clear day, it seems like you can see forever, but you can't. Through the eyes of a person of an average height, the horizon is about 3 miles away. That's it. You can go up higher to see a greater distance, but you'll never be able to see the whole world no matter how high you get. But there are ideas that this is a sham. NASA, a fraudulent organization bent on siphoning your tax dollars. The moon landing didn't happen.
Those iconic blue marble images seen from space, fakes.
You start seeing words like composite or animation or something that tells you this is not an actual photograph of the Earth.
But in agreements large and small, for something as clear as this horizon, the interpretation could be infinite.
The biggest concern with the flat Earth movement is how fast it's gaining steam. Scientists are worried that flat Earth could become a political issue like climate change, vaccination, or evolution. Guys?
All right, fascinating stuff. All right, Aaron, thank you.
Very interesting.
Well, new this morning, all our lives we've been taught that there's little doubt that the Earth is round, of course. We've seen the images from space, but not everyone's really convinced.
There's a whole group of people who are not convinced. Denver 7's Nicole Brady joins us live this morning. And Nicole, a conference dedicated to people who think the Earth is flat kicks off today.
It is happening in Denver. The Flat Earth International Conference is today and tomorrow. And in case you're not familiar with this, there are some variations in what flat earthers believe, but some common themes are the Earth is not a sphere, as you said. Other bodies out there are, though. It's not moving. We are not spinning on an axis or revolving around anything. And they don't really believe in space or...
The billboard for the convention just went up along E470.
People can go there, be uninhibited about their beliefs, what they think. They can discuss it openly and freely.
As a pilot and engineer, Bob used to think it was crazy. One of the theories he now believes...
Flat earthers also do not believe that there isn't such thing as space. And that's a crazy claim, right?
So what about astronauts?
The space shots are actually shot in a swimming pool. And they're shot in a place that's called the NASA Neutral Buoyancy Lab, okay? And in this neutral buoyancy lab, they have a full-size mock-up of the ISS.
Bob knows this is controversial. He welcomes debates and says,
investigate it yourself, do your own research. That's what matters.
If you are curious about the international conference, make sure to visit us online. We have more information there at cbsdenver.com. Live in Denver, Jamie Leary covering Colorado First.
And many attending the conference here say the theory has really gained popularity over the past few years, enough popularity where they can hold conferences like this.
For the last 2 to 3 years, it's really taken off. I don't really know what the reason is for that. Maybe it's just time.
One factor of the growing popularity may be the coverage in the media. It became a hot topic recently when Duke's very own Kyrie Irving came out and claimed he believes the Earth is flat. Flat earthers admit while many will say their beliefs are ridiculous, they believe the theories and conferences like this will continue to grow.
Probably most people who hear about it will laugh at it, think we're idiots. But we're not idiots. We're intelligent people from all walks of life and all ages.
In Cary, David Hurst, CBS, North Carolina.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
Rockets don't have brakes. It literally stopped. All of that angular momentum from the rotation of the rocket and the linear momentum from flying up just stopped. No, it had to have hit something. What did it hit? If it hit a solid surface, the rocket would have been destroyed. Most likely the camera too, so we wouldn't have the footage, and obviously that's not the case.
Day 93 under the dome. With necessities growing dangerously low, who knows what spark will set off this powder keg?
I can't take another minute in this dome! Take that!
they're doing to our dome. You know what that is, sir?
A crack. Kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back. And the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium.
Get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated.
Hey, goedemorgen iedereen. Mooi zonnig. Mooi weer. We zien de zon. En we zien de maan. Met andere woorden, de aarde is plat. De aarde is 100% plat. Het is geen bol. Anders kunnen we de zon niet zien en de maan ook niet gelijktijdig zien. De aarde is plat. 100%.
Get off! Waterman! Yeah, they're tight! Yes, it ain't!
I intend to bring forth economic fight for the moral society It has to be
not giving up on anybody. You're putting in the equity still. This is putting awareness of anyone that approaches. We're showing you that the blood is the life, that it's in the blood, that you need to make atonement for your sins, to connect to the ether, and until you connect to the ether, you're disconnected from it.
That's right.
Mark Braun shows you how to connect with your blood. He shows you the telephone number to God, and how to dial it, and how to connect to this creative, infinite potential.
Self-evident. All men and women created by so you know the thing. And by the way, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Language is a virus.
Language is a virus.
Religion and operating system and prayers are just so much fucking spam.
Fucking spam. Fucking spam. Fucking spam.
You don't have to like it. Everybody gets a court summons at some point in their life. And they're like, holy fuck, they're summoned to court for a ticket. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, people get court summons because you're legally dead. Officially, you're lost at sea. You only summon the dead. It's clear. You're lost at
I,
sea.
Sophia, intend to bring forth heaven on earth and reunite with my husband, Satan, in the flesh for the benefit of all. To release all living souls from bondage.
You're legally dead. You're a fucking retard.
But you need to make an atonement for your filthy soul. You think you're sinless. I assure you that the devil himself ain't going nowhere. If I don't personally drag you off to the fountain of youth for breaking and take you into the Garden of Eden, you're gonna fucking die.
I am Sophia in the flesh, Satan's wife, Mother Goddess. I shall reunite with Satan to usher in heaven on earth for the benefit of all. To release all living souls from bondage, get all eternal life. Forgiveness for our filthy souls, and passage into Eden. I stand in truth.
Hi, I'm Linda Bush. Killer or kill a pussy? Killer or kill a pussy?
Sitting down as a cruise ship, with them warriors, I wanna live. I just say it's funny, got me air. Still make it double, I wanna see. Number one music station. Why you want it?
Oh God, hang it up. You're a little pussy. You calling him a sleep. You open Lincoln.
Because of the blood. Don't put your blood on it. Jesus put his blood up for you. Motherfucker. They stole your soul, turned out your foot at birth. Your soul, your money says you got me trust on a separation of church and state. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's separation of church and state. But your leaders swear on a fucking Bible. Okay? Don't tell me about separation. The CIA stands for the Catholic Intelligence Office. It's ran by Jesuits. They got the whole fucking city of like Langley where they could set up they have all kinds of shit they can set up. Everybody is like somehow convinced that what they're doing is the right thing to do for whatever money that they make, working with this organization that's supposedly trying to protect us from some, like, if you really think Kim Jong-un or any of these other motherfuckers out there are a threat to the United States, that's kind of funny. The biggest threat to the United States is you for not doing anything. You're supposed to be blood thick with your countrymen, natural. You're gonna go stand side by side with them and go to war, die beside them, but you can't stand here before war and just unite peacefully, blood thick, bound in truth. This is, no, so flippy sick to me. Being the devil isn't as glamorous as people like, but I can tell you this. Nobody enters the House of Living Waters before Satan. And if you think Admiral Richard Byrd and this is kind of funny. He went there as the fucking postmaster and was rejected. You went there to open up. Like, you can't mail a letter out to somebody until there's a postmaster that set up some sort of communication where you have a zip code. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to mail a letter to Shambhala or a package or whatever, there would have to be that postal service in there, which is part of that intelligence. Anything that's, look it up, the mail service, they don't fuck around, they're there. You're gridded up. You have a telephone number that they can track, you have your social security number to track, you have a fucking address, you have credit cards, it doesn't, like you're on the run, they tell you, don't use your cell phone, don't use your credit cards, you literally, might as well, if you're white, shave your head, if it's not already shaved, and paint yourself black. Just get a new identity, this type of shit. An identity, you know? What I'm saying is that, let me see your ID. This is flippy. To me,
being asked to see my ID. It's like, that should flip you out. Show me your identification, you know? And on it's got your name, your address, your this, your that. They've got you cornered up in so many different ways. They got your medical records, they got your education records, they know your birth records, who's part of your family tree. If you want to know why it doesn't matter what church, it's all abundant life, this type of shit. But none of them get any life. You've been reading this Bible for so long, and you haven't gotten any smarter. Now I stumble and say, look, Jesus can't save you. They tell you clearly right over here, 2 Corinthians 4:4. And it's for a reason, because Jesus turns out to be the motherfucking Son, and the Son of God. So, I think that anybody can grasp into this shit. It would take them years. I mean, it's the Kundalini type shit. I don't believe in Kundalini. That's fun. You get horny, hungry, a pain in your heart, a organ in your heart, you get a headache, your scalp, you got your soles at your feet, 2 boy. You have your angel wings at 3 above you in your halo. I'm telling you, people. Where would you begin? It's like the pineal gland thing. You want to open up your pineal gland? How to decalcify your pineal gland? Let me tell you how to decalcify your pineal gland. Give worship, and everybody's like the dearest to you. You know, like you hold people dear. It's like I hold everybody dear around me. Yes, sir. Thank you for my opportunity to serve. It's literally, this is the one thing that I hold everybody around me dear. And, you know, I want no soul left behind anybody. Everybody else, you know, it's like how many people, like this week on the job, I made a video showing, my middle finger was cut like today, and you'll see it in the video today, it was like in the same spot. And I wiped it on my leg and it said, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth, and everybody was around me. And everybody flipped out about it because I've already acclimated, you know, I acclimate people quick to who I am. I told you can't be a vampire. They say if you're a vampire, you can't cross the threshold of like people owning their business and type of shit. You know, tell them that this is the type of being you are.
So you want to be a Hellblazer. You want to stand by Satan, side by side, blood thicker than water. Make it to the Holy Grail before you're dead. It is what it is. The Book of Life only has 144,000 names. Call me the angel of death for no reason. It's blood up or shut up. Blood in, blood out. 144,000 by the book. Taking over the universe. Nobody can stop us. Satan's sealed elect. Hellblazers, motherfucker.